Today, we're going to go over the do's and don'ts of buying winter tires and help you try to save some money and keep your family safe on those snowy roads this winter. So, for my first tip of the day, check your tire pressure regularly. The number one indicator that you have a low tire, most vehicles come equipped today with tire pressure monitoring systems. This will typically be a yellow light and show a flat tire on the dash. The best place to find what the correct tire pressure is for your vehicle will typically be by opening your driver's side door and looking in the side of the door panel or sill. So when filling a tire, pretty straightforward. Have your air hose. First thing you do is take off the filler cap. Make sure you put it in place so you don't lose it. Make sure you have a good seal onto the tire. Look at your gauge. We need to get to 32. It's a little under. And we'll let a little out. And there we go, an even 32. Disengage, put the cap back on, and you are good to go. Now that we've filled our tire back up, our actually low pressure sensor actually shut off on the dash. Sometimes on certain vehicles, you do have to drive the vehicle for a few minutes at speed. So, once you drive the car for a bit, typically that sensor will shut off on its own. If you ever find yourself stuck in snow and can't get out, one thing you can do is actually let air out of your tires. A softer tire with lower air will create more surface area to hit the road where you're stuck in the snow and ice. This will give you more surface area and more traction and may help you get out of that situation. Just don't forget, once you get out of the situation, re-inflate your tires to the manufacturer's suggested air pressure because it will affect handling and gas mileage of your vehicle. Now, let's head into the shop and talk about front end alignments and tire balancing. It's very important that you make sure you rotate your tires and make sure your car is properly aligned. This will improve the ride quality and also extend the life of your tires, make the car much safer to drive, and save you money in the long run. As a car dealer, I see it every day, and especially as we head into winter or during winter. Over the past 15 years, I've seen multiple accidents, cars towed in, and typically there's one contributing factor. Very poor tire wear on the vehicle. The vehicle should have had new tires installed. People have to understand whether it's a 6,000-pound SUV or a 3,500-pound vehicle. It's a very small pattern and load on your car onto the road. Tires are what matter. It's a very small portion of that tire that is making contact with the road. If there's excessive wear or if it's the improper tire, you're going to end up in an accident. Don't risk your family's life this winter. In 2015, I was picking up a customer's car and Storm Juno hit New England. Unfortunately, while I was driving the car, another car swerved in front of me. As I applied the brakes, the car just continued to skid. Unfortunately, I hit a curb, went over it, and into another parked vehicle. The car was totaled. When I got out and I surveyed the damage, the one thing that I noticed is the front tires were almost bald. The most important thing you can do is A, have the proper tire and make sure you have enough tread depth on that tire. If you're living in a part of the country where you don't experience extreme cold or snow, an all-season tire may be fine year-round. In other parts of the country, like New England, where you experience extreme cold and sometimes over 100 inches of snow, you may want to consider two sets of tires. An all-season or summer tire, obviously in the spring, summer, and fall, and then switch to a more aggressive tread pattern to a winter tire in the winter. Here's some example of some winter tires. These two tires are both winter tires. You can see their aggressive pattern and repeating V-shapes throughout the tires. These other two tires are all-season tires and do not have as an aggressive V-shape, are much smoother and have straighter lines consistent throughout the vehicle, and that's what makes them an all-season tire. Pro tip of the day, Here in New England on a weekly basis, we're constantly getting customers in with low-profile tires and rims, with bent rims, blown out tires. One thing we've noticed over the years, consider running a run flat during the winter months. It will help protect your rim and tire against deep potholes. Some alternatives to buying tires at your local chains or local shop. Shop for your tires online. Places such as Walmart.com, Tire Rack, Priority Tire may have off-brand tires or name-brand tires at a significant savings. You can have them shipped to your home or to your local tire installer. One of the questions I'm often asked by customers, and it's a good question, hey, why are these tires cheaper, yet they say they'll go 50,000 miles? Typically, harder compound tires will not grip the road as well and you lose performance, but they will last longer. They're not as sticky. A stickier tire will be more expensive, but you won't get the mileage out of it, but you'll get vastly superior handling. Hey, just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you have any questions, comments, or stories about winter driving, winter tires, please click the comments below, and love to see them, love to hear from you. Also want to send out a big shout out to Santa Tires for letting us film here today. They're located in Manchester, New Hampshire. Great people to work with. Thank you, and leave your comments below.